love this music. Love this music. Love this music. You already know. You really know. Love it. What's up, cuz? Love you. What's up, Shantae? Good. Trying to say hi to y'all. Hit the little buttons on here. Yo.
Really no.
Alright, so we're gonna turn that down. Do a little talking with y'all. So, we're talking about Whole Foods juicing versus juice extracting. Okay? So, now juice extracting is the correct terminology. A lot of people juicing, they would just talk and they'd say, yeah, I'm juicing. Okay, so that umbrella term juicing, which like I said is an actual umbrella term, that doesn't really commandeer what you're talking about when a lot of juicers say that they're juicing. Okay, correctly, they're juice extracting, and it means exactly how it sounds. So they're extracting the juice or the sugar water from the raw fruit and vegetable. And what happens is you have that mass of fiber on the side. Okay? So, with that in mind, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the difference. Alright? So, got a couple things here. I'm gonna show y'all. I got my Mr. Juicer, or what is this? The Juice Man Jr. That's what this is. This is old school right here. This is extra old school. Had this is very old. Okay, very old. Now, one big difference when you start talking about juicing versus juice extracting is the fact that, ultimately, this juicer right here, you got a lot of work to do to put it together, take it apart. I'm not knocking it, because as an indulgence, I love to do some juicing. All right, it's I can create some flavors and things. I can do the same thing here in the Vitamix, but this is what we would call a Whole Foods juicer. Okay, so I get to keep the whole food. I get to keep the fiber. I get to keep all the nutritional value. Now, when you start talking about keeping that nutritional value, you take a carrot and like 70% of the nutritional value is right underneath the skin. So yeah, you get it. You do a little light scrubbing or whatever, but you're not trying to take the skin off for reals, because ultimately most of your nutritional value is right underneath that skin. And that is the same with most of your raw fruits and vegetables. You know what I mean? So you got to think about that when you're doing what you're doing on a daily basis. All right? So we're going to get into that here in a second. So I'm going to just kind of show you all the difference here. Okay, I got some power, so that's good. You always got to drink when you're cooking. That's like a thing. All right? You have a little sip of something, wine, whatever. I'm drinking. This is some butterscotch whiskey. Usually I drink it neat, but I didn't want to go too crazy, so I'm sipping on it with a nice big cube of ice. That's good right there. So, first thing with the juicer. Now, here's one problem with juicing. I can't take this whole thing and drop it in this machine. Okay, there are some juices out there. Predominantly, most of them have a smaller shoot, but there are some out there with a larger shoot. Okay, so you want a bigger hole so you can put the bigger cucumber inside the big hole. Okay, but you know, I don't even know if that's really important or not. I don't think so. So I tell you what, I can take this. This is cucumber. I'm gonna drop this in here. We'll go ahead and cut it on. Now, the way this works is, of course, all your fiber and mass is coming out one side, and in this instance, it's coming out the front here, and then everything else is coming out the back. Okay? So, I may even take, you know, this is the skin that just came straight off of this. I'm gonna drop that back in there, you know, see if I can get some more juice to come out. All right? Cool. So, my carrot, once again, I'm gonna take this carrot here, and we're gonna get rid of the ends here. You know, carrots are buried deep into the earth, and it's difficult to sit there and scrub. Now, I would tell you that probably sitting there eating that end right there, all that nutritional soil or whatever that it was in, is probably healthy as hell. But you know what? We're gonna cut that off, as is mostly done. All right, so good stuff there. With that in mind, we can go ahead and drop this in here. Some people, they'll cut the end off there. I don't see no problem, so I'm good. Now, I absolutely love carrot juice. I ain't gonna lie to you. I absolutely love carrot juice. I be spending that money buying the big containers of carrot juice if I haven't juiced it myself. But that's what's cool, is I can sit here and rack up on this juice together. I got it all up in the hole, and I just keep pushing that down in there, and I'm like trying to get that up in there. You know what I mean? So. See, here we go. We run into a problem. You know, this again begins to be too fat for the hole. I don't know if a lot of y'all ran into problems like that before, but this is too fat for the hole. So we're gonna go ahead. What's up, Callie? What's up, Sharon? So we're gonna cut this so it's not so fat for the hole. Now, let me show y'all something. This is making a tremendous amount of mess, okay? A tremendous amount of mess. You know, this is, now some people, they have recipe books out there where some people, they'll sit there and they'll be like, yo, we're gonna take this stuff here and we're gonna bake it, okay? We're gonna put it in a cake, bake it. Hey, that's cool. You can make yourself a nice little carrot cake. But I can guarantee you that 90% of the people who are juicing and using a traditional juice extractor, they're not thinking about taking this and putting it in no damn cake. I mean, if you're heavy into your veganism, yo, this right here is perfect for doing a lot of different things with when it comes to creating some nice little vegan stuff or whatever, some little vegan treats and things of that nature. This is dope. You already got your stuff all blended and cut and chopped. Yo, it's dope. It's, you know, it's good too. You know what I mean? Carrots are sweet. So it's cool, but this has spat out a bunch of mess that honestly isn't all in the bowl. It's everywhere. So that's messy. But guess what? We get a nice little sugar water here. All right, so it's dope. Y'all see this? Cucumber and carrot juice. Yo, I love being able to do some apples, like some nice little green apples, make a nice little green drink with green apples. You know, you drop a little bit of everything in here. A pound of freaking spinach, green apples. But here's the thing. It takes a lot to get a little bit. You see what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. This is absolutely delicious. I'm not gonna lie. It's delicious because what are we drinking? We're drinking the sugar and the water from those vegetables, right? Right. So, of course, this is what we're gonna get. Now, drop a little more cucumber in there, just because I want to add a little more cucumber. I feel like you can take some of this stuff and stick it back in there. You know what I mean? Mush it up some more. I'm gonna squeeze it, make it into a nice little hard mound or something. Just put it back in there. You know, recycle. Make sure we're getting all the juice. Every little bit of juice from out of here. We're gonna get it all. Yeah, and look, it's still some juice coming back here. You know what I mean? So, dripping too. Yeah, that was good. I never did that before actually. Take the leftover fibrous stuff. But see, here's the thing that we're talking about. We're talking about fiber. Now, what does fiber do for you? Fiber has the ability to slow down the assimilation of sugars into the diet. That's fiber's job. That's what it does. So the ability to sit there and take some things like a carrot. You eat a carrot. Now, you can drink more than you can eat. Okay, so with that in mind, that's why something like this amazing Whole Foods juicing machine is so freaking-tacular. You know what I mean? It's dope. Literally should be on the countertop of every American. If we want to fight for some shit in politics, hey, let's make one of these machines our president, because it will be the equivalent, damn near, and probably be better than the current president that we have right now. But we're not gonna talk politics. We're not talking politics because this ain't about politics. Because white, black, yellow, blue, orange, and red, everybody needs to focus on their health and their wellness. Right? Right. So, good stuff. But, I mean, it probably would be a good president to be sitting there like, yo, everybody get healthy. Yo, everybody eat stuff from me. You're gonna get charged a tax if you don't eat food from me. So, now let's look at the Vitamix juicer. Okay, so let's see. I know it gets a little. The lighting is not spectacular, so we're gonna try to tighten up some of this lighting, right? Okay, so good stuff. Now, I got this angelic glow around me with all of this light. You know, that's dope because that's really, you know, what this is all about. So. Here's the difference. Now, number one, I can sit here and I can add all of these things, right? Boom. I can drop that whole piece of cucumber in there. Now, instead of eliminating 70% of nutritional value and taking that fiber and dumping it away, guess what? I get to put it in here. No big deal. It's all good. You know what I mean? So, this is what I'm talking about. Whole Foods juicing, juice extracting. There's a difference. Now, I'm not saying that there's no health value in juice extracting. If that's all you got and that's all you want to do, cool. This is great. Sugar water. But this right here, when you start talking about 100% juice, hey, this is better than anything else that you could be focusing on when you start talking about a juice to drink. Because I can mix up all type of stuff. Throw in some parsley. Throw in all type of things to make an amazing juice. And this really is delicious. But here's the thing. What if I want to add some nutritional value? You see what I'm saying? What if I want to add things? I can't take flax seeds and put them in here. It's not gonna do anything for me. But here, I can grab some flax seeds and I can get that fiber, I can get that omega-3, I can get that nutritional value that that flax seed has to offer and drop it right in here. Yo, what's up, Damon? Yo, it's been a minute, man. What's up, Gerald? What's going on, man? What's up, Quisha? What's going on? So, I can drop that stuff in here, right? Boom. So I get to keep the whole fruit, the whole vegetable. Now, I don't have a lot of fresh vegetables or fruits or whatever. I need to go grocery shopping, I'm gonna be real. But I got some frozen banana. All right, that's banana that I froze myself. I picked up this dragon fruit, which I wasn't as familiar with it. I read up on it a little bit, and it really doesn't have much flavor. Honestly, it's a very bland fruit, but it's cool. It's got these little black seeds in it, whatnot. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. I like it. You know, they got it cut up in these little squares, so you know you can kind of just eat it like that. But this is dragon fruit. I think this comes from Thailand or something like that. Yeah, it's a product of Vietnam, actually. So this is a war baby. I'm not sure. Probably a bad joke. All right, so look, I got a little mixed fruit melody here. We're gonna drop that in there. Now, here's the thing. If I had a bunch of red grapes, for instance, right? If I had a bunch of red grapes, then being able to drop those red grapes or any color grapes, to be honest, but grapes are predominantly liquid. So I could use that as my liquid to take all of this fibrous stuff, carrots, cucumber, the frozen fruit, the flax seeds. I can use the liquid from those grapes, which is a fantastic way to do this, and never have to add any more nutritional value, right? So, or not nutritional, but never have to add any more liquid. But considering I don't have any grapes, and this is what I got, and I woke up today and I said, you know what? I'm gonna do some juicing, and I'm gonna show the difference between juice extracting and the difference between whole foods juicing. And again, keeping the nutritional value. I got some lemonade that I made myself. You know, you can see it's got the pulp in there and everything. You know, I did it myself. It's all good. I'm gonna use that lemonade as a juice base, right? Now, the more liquidity that I add to this machine here, the thinner the juice will be. Less liquidity, the thicker it'll be. Thus the terminology smoothie, right? So let me tell you where that term came from. This is the Vitamix machine. It's been around since 1921. This is why we have the terminology smoothie. It's because as things were put in here, and this is back in the Jack LaLanne days when he was demonstrating that all silver smoothie machine, everything comes out so smooth. So now you're talking a person with diverticulitis who traditionally couldn't have those flax seeds. In here, you can actually liquefy all of that and turn it into a nice juice. You can incorporate it. So that's the idea. If I want to maybe add a little more protein, fiber, soluble and insoluble fiber, I can sit here and I can add some oatmeal to this drink. Maybe I want to add the nutritional value of garlic, the antioxidant agents. I'm going to keep the skin on there. Why? Because again, the skins of your fruits and vegetables are your more nutritional value. So boom, we're going to drop a little piece of garlic in there. Why not? You see what I'm saying? That becomes the question when you start talking about a machine like this. Is the question is why the hell not? Yo, what's up, Mark? Chef Mark in the building. So now that we are adding the mass, right? We're adding all of this stuff that we got from the juicer. We're adding the skins. We're adding the seeds. We're adding the pith. We're adding the things that we typically wouldn't get as much of in a juice extractor, all that fiber. Well, you don't have just the sugar water, which is what makes this juice a nice little sweet and delicious drink. Like I said, this is a great indulgence to do from time to time. I love it. So what I'm gonna do is I can add something. Maybe you wanna add a sweetener and hey, do some raw sugar. It's up to you. You know what I mean? You can, you can't. It's up to you. You know what? I got some honey. We'll add a little bit of honey. Boom. You know, again, another sugar. Vegans, you wouldn't like that. So go ahead and grab yourself some agave nectar. You know, just check the brands and all that stuff and get all that right. Y'all know the arguments with all of that. You know, you can get yourself some stevia. You can, you know, whatever you want to do to add a little sweetener to this. Now, guess what? You make the right concoction of raw fruits and vegetables. Guess what? You gotta add no sweetener. And really, sweetener is always to each his own, right? It is. And yeah, you know, Quisha, I'm always hooking something up. So yeah, we're popping off with this right here. But I'm gonna tell you something. The more that you do this in your daily diet, your cravings will begin to change. And that's just simple common sense thought process. You do more of this, you'll begin to crave more of this. All right, so I got my lemonade in there. If I wanted to, if I needed to add some ice or something like that, I could do that. Maybe I packed it full of fruits and vegetables and they weren't out the freezer or weren't out the fridge, and I want to add some ice to cool this a little bit. But guess what? I got a bunch of frozen stuff in there. I got flax seeds in here. I got things in here, garlic. I got things in here that I cannot put in my juice extraction. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna show y'all something. See that? The longer this runs, you see that now? Whenever the ladies come over, you know, I always take volunteers to see who wants, you know, that, you know how you like make a cake or whatever. You got the little spatula, the mixer thing, and you know, you give it to them. Somebody licks it. You know, I usually get this to somebody to do their thing with. So now here's what's dope about this. Check this out. Now I can feel the outside. It's nice and cold still. I like that. Again, very dope. Very dope. Fantastic. Absolutely delicious. So again, as far as flavor is concerned, you know, flavor. As far as flavor is concerned, you know, there's not much difference when we're talking about, you know, flavor. It's to each his own. I can taste the garlic on the back of the palate there, so that's dope. But guess what? What happens with this right here? You are literally breaking things down to the cellular level of that ingredient. So when you rupture the cell walls of a food, that's when you release the utmost of nutritional value. When I used to work for this company and travel for almost 5 years, 2 different times, 2 different states, I had a scientist come up to me 2 different times, 2 different people, and was like, yo, Joe, we use this machine in the laboratory to break down protein fine enough to look at it under a microscope. So, when you talk, if you look at the Food Network, you see those machines all the freaking time. Why? Because it's dope. It's an amazing machine. But Now a person with diverticulitis, person with any type of digestional issues can sit here and now gather all the nutritional value from all of everything that we have in here. Again, the whole carrot. We didn't extract it and make this sugar water. No, we had the 70% nutritional value that you usually don't get in a carrot that's left here in all this mass. You get all of that here because we put the whole carrot in there. The whole cucumber's in there. I mean, honestly, I could literally sit here, take all this stuff, put it in here, and I can make a drink with it. Straight up and down. And it would be a nice, smooth liquid just like this. Everything broken down to the cellular level. This is actually a new ingredient. This is no longer carrot, garlic, cucumber, and frozen fruit. No, this is a whole new scientifically defined ingredient. And you get to commandeer all this nutritional value. So I'm gonna tell you right now, when I used to deal with Crohn's disease, this right here is what did it for me. This is what helped to heal my body from the inside out, was this right here. Now, I got Kyle on here. So Kyle, I'm gonna tell you something a little bit special about being able to take a Whole Foods juicer right here. Yes, as laws are changing, guess what? You can add marijuana to your smoothie and you can drink it all the hell up. Abso-freaking-lutely. So, done it before, do it often. It's absolutely fantastic. The ability to add more nutritional value. So what's up, Kim? What's up, Kyle? What's up, Gerald? All right, everybody jumped in and say what's up. What's up, Callie, everybody? So look, here's the thing. I love showcasing this type of stuff. I do a lot of this stuff in person as a I do know your language, Kyle. In person as a sales demonstrator, as a wellness coach. I do a lot of this stuff. People hire me for private parties and things of that nature because no one in, I must tell you right now, in the state of Kentucky, where I'm at right now, no one has a better relationship with this machine than I do. And my hat goes off to all the people that are out there doing health and wellness demos and things of that nature, showcasing with this machine, especially to the kids out there, showing them different things. But y'all, I'm gonna tell you what, if you want to really know how this machine works, what it does, and how you can truly add it to your diet, then I'm telling you, I got you covered. Now, I want to give a couple shout outs. Number one, as y'all see, I'm repping 3 different cities right now. Absolutely, 3 cities that I love. Shout out to Honey's in Brooklyn, New York. That's the charm right here. Yes, sir. Miami, y'all know that's my love right there. That's the city that I spent almost 10 years after I left VA was in Miami. So, guys, it's been real. I love showing y'all the difference between Whole Foods juicing and juice extracting. I've got a lot of mess to clean up with this juicer, which is why ultimately I don't use it that much, because it makes a lot of mess. It's a pure indulgence, because when you start talking nutritional value and everything, you can't get any greater than the nutritional value that you can create right here. All right, if it wasn't for this machine right here, I'd probably still be dealing with Crohn's disease. I probably would have a colonoscopy bag sitting on the side here trying to do videos and whatnot with a colonoscopy bag telling y'all, excuse me, I gotta run to the bathroom. So no, this right here healed me from the inside out. Adam and Eve, however you believe, when we first were introduced to this earth, the nutritional value was already here. Somebody knew what they were doing. God knew what he was doing when he sat here and he put these raw fruits, vegetables, plants, and everything on the earth for us to enjoy and to refuel that Lamborghini body that we got. Again, you can add regular unleaded to a Lamborghini and it's gonna work, yes. But to get it to work to the best of its ability, you have to utilize that high octane fuel that it was designed for. Well, guess what? these raw fruits and vegetables, that's what our bodies were designed for. So, if you want your body to work to the best of its ability, you have to get these raw fruits and vegetables into your diet, okay? So, this is Just Ask Joe. I'm signing out. I want to give a shout out to, Sasha Renee Flavor. So, this is the Kentucky rep right here. So, again, 3 different cities right there. Y'all check her out, Sasha Renee Flavor, all that good stuff. I want y'all to check out Technicolor. That is another hip-hop show that we created here. And at the same time, Frat House, the movie, it's on Amazon Prime, and actually it's free for the rest of the month, okay? Frat House, a college party movie, all right? You can go to acollegepartymovie.com, and it'll take you straight to Frat House, okay? Y'all need to check that out, all right? Peace out. I love y'all.